If you're sick and tired of your house being an absolute disaster and everywhere you turn is a mess and giving you anxiety, you found the right girl. Hi, my name's Katie. I'm a mom of 3 and I am taking my house back. So this is our den, and we don't have a traditional mud room, or like entryway. So this is where everything gets dumped: backpacks, shoes, coats, car seats, everything. It's also where I work from home full time. So this is where my desk and computer is also located. So the room is like octagon. It's like half octagon. So it is, there's a lot going on in this little space. We are busting at the seams of this house and are looking to move rather sooner rather than later. So I am keeping that in the back of my mind and just trying to go through everything. A little bit about me. Like I said previously, I am a mom of 3. I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and an 8-month-old who you will probably hear screaming in the background because I keep it real, just like my messes. It is what it is. And we are a very busy sports family. My son plays football, tackle football, travel baseball, and I don't even know what else. He's in a lot of things. My daughter does cheer, and I'm just cleaning out her cheer bag here. She had a competition last weekend, and of course I packed all the snacks, all the activities, made cheer pins, had the good luck ducks, everything. So the mess here is basically like the fallout from our sports over the summer. And my husband coaches football and I am team mom by default. So the purple bag, the bigger purple bag is mine, and in there is pretty much anything you will need for your sports event as team mom or just a mom in general. Things that I've learned along the way that I've needed, and things that you wouldn't think that you need, like shoelaces. Like you need a shoelace because if it breaks, what are you gonna do? So we have shoelaces in there. My daughter's little purple bog bag, knockoff bog bag, is packed with coloring things and snacks. Obviously, she will bring her makeup and do her makeup, at either if we're at a baseball tournament. But again, she cheerleads, so it's a little different at football. And so that's what I'm cleaning out. That's what I am trying to condense down, because that season right now is over for us. And I know of course, we have if you've seen more going on before, but the crazy my dogs are literally always practice for 10 around hours me, next to me, on top of me, in my lap. That is Bear. Diesel tinkers in at some point in time. But if you are a sports mom, a team mom, or whatever, what are some things that you have in your bag that is a must? And something that you're like, I didn't think that I would need until I needed it. For example, me and the shoelaces. What are some things that you swear by that you're like, yes, you 100% need this? So some of the tricks that I've learned personally for myself, because I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD, and I would and I still do it, but I'm again trying to retrain my brain, is I would walk like one thing to the garbage or one thing to another room when there's multiple things that need to be thrown away or brought to a specific room. I am making piles. And the one pile you see with the water bottles, that is all sports related things, extra mouth guards. Again, that goes along with being a team mom. Mouth guards, gloves, gloves that we've accumulated because kids leave at the field and we pick it up. And then the dogs, of course, are nosy because they smell snacks. Also, I have a garbage pile that I didn't grab. Usually I grab a garbage bag just to make it a little bit neater while I'm cleaning, but I didn't at this time. I just was like, screw it, I'll be fine. So those are some tips that I personally have learned, and I know that seems so simple, but for somebody that's super overwhelmed, that is one thing that helps me, is I just make select piles for garbage and other rooms. What are some areas in your own home that feel super overwhelming to start? Me personally, I have a lot of areas in my house that I'm like this, like I want to get this done because I hate looking at it, but then I just freeze and I feel overwhelmed. But I'm just starting somewhere because in order action is momentum. So that is what I'm keeping in the back of my mind is you need to start somewhere because it just will be the domino effect, and to take action, you're taking momentum and it's better than nothing. But again, what are some areas in your own home that you feel super overwhelmed to start? Oh, look, here comes Diesel. He's going to come here and he is going to nudge my arm and be like, girl, pet me because you're not doing nothing. It's always, he thinks I'm always not doing anything. So, any event, you always have to take a pet break for your sweet dogs, and you can't forget any of them. Now I'm just going to get up and, oh, after I pet Bear, and take things to where they need to go. Mainly, I mean, most of the stuff is going up to my daughter's room, so that's where it's going. The sports items are going into our garage where they should have been in the first place, but we won't go there because it always ends up in my house. And of course, as a mom, somehow you are the default restocking girl. I live outside of Buffalo, New York, and if you know anything about being next to a Great Lake, is you have a very unpredictable winter season, and we pretty much have our winter coats out from October to May, and that is no joke, unfortunately. So this is where they get dumped off, and again, there's more outdoor items inside of my house anyway. And so I always spray down my kids' backpacks and coats with Microban, and even my own and the car seat, because ain't nobody got time to be sick. So I did have a comment on one video that they're like, "Oh, you took out your garbage bag." Okay, so I save all of my garbage until the end, and I actually will legitimately take it outside to our garbage can. And instead of me going out a bunch of times, I'll just put it by the door or put it in one spot in the kitchen, and I'll just take it at the end. So this TV, okay, so don't mind my tchotchke idea with painter's tape to hide cords, because our house. So this is an addition. This den is an addition to our house, and we can't really run cords through the wall because it's like the exterior wall. So I'm just tchotchkeying it and using painter's tape to keep everything on the back of the TV. Anyway, I am going through the kids' winter gloves and hats because, like I said, we need them this time of year. And I do need some storage suggestions. I usually just like put them in a basket by either on this stand or by the other table. But I just need a different idea. So if you have any, let me know. I started cleaning, I call it cleaning, but it's just all into one, super early on a Saturday morning. My husband had to work at like, I think he left the house at like 4:30. So I started this at like 5:30. I showered, got ready, and then I started because I wanted that time before my kids got up, and lo and behold, the baby got up shortly after. And I love my children, but honestly, it's way easier when I am not trying to play defense with them, and then I'm trying to use my brain with, sorting, what am I doing next? What's the plan here? That's another tip I have. If you're able to get up before your kids, to even just spend 15-20 minutes taking, knocking a drawer out of your kitchen or your bathroom or a cupboard or whatever. I mean, that to me, I'm better in the morning personally, because at night I literally just want to like sit and watch TV. And I know that sounds so bad, but I just want to just reset my brain and just get ready for the next day, make a plan, and just enjoy some time alone. I did clean my desk off, but there were a lot of personal papers and I didn't want all of my information spewed all over the internet. Vacuuming for me is the final thing in any quote unquote project that I'm doing. So I fully enjoy it because it's like I feel like I've accomplished something major, and whatever I need to do to tell myself to continue, even though it's like it's vacuuming, why do you feel like it's something major? It's just like it's just the end, and it's just once again the feeling of accomplishment. So vacuum away, friends. That's pretty much going to do it for today's video. I so appreciate you hanging in there with me until the end. And if you are still here, leave me your favorite winter emoji, whether that's a snowman, a Santa, a Christmas tree, a snowflake, skiing, whatever you'd like to leave me. Leave me your favorite winter emoji and follow me, subscribe. I love it because I, once again, am taking my house back. So I hope you have a wonderful day and take care, friends.